Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura. Welcome to The Mix, which is a mix of channeling, mediumship, and psychic messages. Woo! For the first 30 minutes or so, I'll be focusing in on mediumship more than other things. So I start with a little bit of channeling as a group message, and then the remainder of the show is a mix of life messages as well as mediumship and other things, because I do a number of things. Uh, but all of them have to do with your third eye and metaphysics and that type of thing. Um, Let me see what else I have to say. Oh, yeah, the schedule is Mondays at 7 p.m. At Eastern Time and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You can watch a live video of the show at spiritmediumtv.com. That's the website for the show. Just scroll down that page and there it will be. Hopefully it will be there. And if you want to be in a contest to win a free session with me, as a matter of fact, I have my winner scheduled later today for May. She's all excited, and so am I. But if you'd like to be in the contest to win a free session with me, just go to spiritmediumtv.com and you can join the mailing list, and there you will be included in the monthly contest. So you're not competing with everyone, you're just competing with those that join the month that you're in. I got a couple of other things in the chat room. If you'd like to read a book I've published, which is called Manifesting Magic, there's a link to publish that on Amazon. It's now in hard copy. Let's see what else. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you have a sale on private sessions with me. Just go to spiritmediumtv.com. Item 1 will put you through to book your own private session. Ooh la la. I'm having a live event. I do it every month on the second Sunday of the month. It's a live private trance circle. Live channeling and live messages from spirit. There's a link to that in the chat room. Let's see, is there anything else I need to say? Yeah, we're going to prepare. So let's see here. Okay, so I'd like everybody listening to get ready. If you would please make yourself comfortable in your chairs or wherever you are. If you're hanging upside down, or if you're in a yoga pose, or if you're on a bed or whatever, I'd like you to uncross your arms and legs. So if you are in a yoga pose, I guess you better get out of it. Uncross your arms and legs and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very relaxed and light, and focusing in on your questions today for spirit. Or if you want a connection to the other side to speak to a loved one, then please invite that soul or souls in today. Have your greetings and hellos and hugs and kisses. And as a reminder, if you have noise in the background or you're not focused in on the readings, it will affect everything. So that's why if somebody's calling from work or what have you, I have to end those sessions pretty quickly on the radio show because they don't allow for good connection. So just focus in on your time with us today, and you'll get the best that you possibly can get from spirit. Forgetting and remembering now, in case you forgot, remembering now to breathe from your abdominal area. I'm going to go off and invoke the Master Prayer. I'll be back in a second to connect us energetically. I'd also like to remind you that at the end of the show, I've already worked into the Master Prayer that we disconnect automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. 1 second. Okay, and so now what I'd like you to do on your next exhale of breath is to release out energy into the room, your energy. And I will connect us. 1 moment, please. And I'm being motivated to tell whoever is in the audience that's struggling with a crisis in their life right now to please let go of that. I feel something about that. Just wanted to say that there's someone there who's very, very tense who's in the audience. So just relax and know everything will be fine. And also relax because your energy affects our circle here today. Okay. And that's true, by the way, if everybody has life questions, that anything you're asking can happen through the right thinking and the right intentions, unless it's for your highest good and your soul has it planned for you. But pretty much we have access to all of the powers that be to create our life the way we need it to be for our evolution. So every time somebody asks me on this show, or even in private sessions, will this happen or that happen, I always explain how it happens as you participate as a co-creator. By the way, everybody's co-creating. You're either going to do it consciously or you're going to do it without making decisions. So might as well make decisions, right? Might as well use prayer or meditation and setting intentions to co-create with universal mind. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is a little bit of channeling for group message, and then I will go to the first person waiting for another side connection. 1 second, please. Let's see who. I believe the ones should be coming in today. I checked with them earlier. Let's see what happens. 1 second, please. We are here. We are the ones. We are working with all of you on your karmic path this lifetime. Each of you has a different path, but it is always the same. The path is to remember who you are, to know who you are at a very deep level, not just in terms of the physical, but also the emotional and the spiritual. Those of you that have struggle and strife in life, it is because you are not aware of who you truly are. One of the methodology to become more aware of who you are so that you may lead a smoother and less conflicted existence whilst in the physical form, the way to do that is through contemplation and meditation, or others might call it prayer, but we would like you to do it without intention. Simply be in your body for periods of time during the day. Others might call this mindfulness. However, we would call it the greatest healing ability that you have at your immediate disposal. Do not throw it out as something simple and therefore useless. Understand that being mindful in your body, without worry or thought, but simply being as you are, will unleash a power in you more powerful than the highest and best rocket ship known to mankind, more powerful than the most explosive volcano or out of control tornado you could ever know. Each of you has at your disposal tremendous amounts of power. It's called your soul. And when you are mindful in your day-to-day existence, you are activating your communion with your inner self, your soul. And this soul that you all have and have access to can then help you navigate through what might seem a landmine of difficulties. But when you are aligned with the soul, all the difficulties become minor or simply markers on the road to where you want to go. Your soul reminds you that you are infinite. And when you understand that you truly are infinite, nothing can get in your way. We had mentioned earlier to Spirit Medium Laura that we would talk today about parity and polarity. Parity meaning being in sync. Being in sync first with thy soul. When you understand who you truly are and you live at that level of integrity and authenticity, then polarity can take effect and attract to you your like in kind, what belongs in your life, what is meaningful to you. If you are out of sync with self, you cannot attract into your life what is right for yourself. So if any of you are running through life or forcing yourself through life, trying to make things happen, we would suggest that you stop immediately and learn how to be. When you are being in your flesh, when you are being who you are, you then are attracting the right polarity in, because then you are at parity with yourself. Parity feels peaceful. That is one of the air marks of parity. We will let you go today so that we may get on with the rest of the show. Namaste. Yeah, every time I do this channeling lately, I'm being reminded of things I forget. There's a human Laura here. I'm certainly no guru, but spirit is certainly the ones that teach us. So I have to learn that too, because quite often I get off my path and get nervous. Will this happen? Won't that happen? Can I make this? Will I have that? Will there be enough money? Will I ever have love? So learning how to be is extremely important so that we don't react to the vicissitudes of life, but rather simply be in them. It's very calming and very, very peaceful. Okay. Oh, lately I keep seeing number sequences. I don't know if any of you see number sequences, but right now I see 111 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're in a different time zone, you're probably seeing the same. You're probably seeing a number sequence. Oh, and if you ever wonder what they mean, if you are seeing a lot of number sequences, it means that your vibration is rising. And each number sequence has a meaning. I believe Doreen Virtue is a nice website on that. So if you ever Googled Doreen Virtue meaning of number sequences, you'll find very quickly what each level means. Okay, I'm going to go to D. DD. I think that's the first one I have for an other side connection. Yes, it is. And I do feel someone already for you, DD. Hi, DD. How are you, love?
Hi. Thank you. I'm great.
Good. Wonderful. So I feel a soft female energy to you, very loving kind of energy, if you will. I'm going to just shut my eyes for a moment and see if I can hone in on this, if you would allow me to. One moment, please. This is for DD. Okay, so now what I see is a woman who liked to wear hair a little longer, not off the shoulders, just below the ears. It looks like it's waved a bit or has a natural wave to it. It looks like she might have worn bangs also from time to time. It looks like the original colors in the darker family. It looks like there's some white in it. It looks like fuller figured, not really heavy, but just carrying a little bit of extra flesh on her. And also her features on her face are even featured. Like she's got an even nose for her eyes, and everything is kind of cherub-like, very pretty face, if you will. And there's a mothering sense to her. Now, from the rough sketch of it, can you identify this from anyone you would know, Dee Dee?
Yeah.
Okay. And I keep hearing mother, mother, mother. So if it's not your mother exactly, then it's a mother figure. It could be a grandma, it could be an aunt, it could be a grandaunt, it could be a friend, it could be a mother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? Could be very, you already have an idea of who this is. Okay. She's kind of sweet. And she's likening herself right now, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why she would do this, but she likens herself to a cartoon character called Snow White. And I don't know why. There'd probably be some reason for that. But let me just see something. Kind of innocent in her youth, very open-eyed, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kind of approach to life is what she means by that. And also kind of magical in her approach to life. She also shows me that sometimes she's able to sort of just touch somebody's heart or soul or kind of make them feel a certain way. Pure intentions, always the kinder sort, never said a negative or not one to talk negative or evil about people. So what she means by that idea of Snow White is purity of purpose, kind, loving soul. And she also says, of course, you would see her that way. Now, do you have to differ with that, my dear, or can you agree with that, please?
I can agree with that.
Okay. There's also something to do with a dog that she shows me as well that sits by her feet or around her as if there's a family animal. It feels suddenly, left the family suddenly, and it was sort of, oh, okay. This dog left the family suddenly, and it was not by choice. In other words, it was a sudden loss of this animal. And the animal is the mid-sized to larger sized dog with longish hair, more in a brown family of fur hair. I'm saying here it's fur color, more in the brownish color of fur. Do you understand that dog, please?
Yes.
Okay. She loves you very much, this woman, okay, and so does the dog, of course. She says, I sit here with I think it's your dog. She says it's your dog more than a family dog. Do you understand it's your dog, honey?
Yes.
Okay. She says, I sit here with your dog to let you know that he is fine or she is fine. I may get the pronoun incorrect, but she's now saying he is fine. He loves you very much. And he says, Mommy, I'm okay. I'm with friends here in spirit, and don't worry about a thing. It was nothing that you did wrong. Okay. In case you had any sense about that, if, maybe not being there at the moment or something like that. She says, nothing that you did wrong, Mommy, and I'm where I should be. I'm here with friends and loving neighbors and everything else. Our mom is coming back in, or the mother figure, and she wants to talk to you a bit as well. Full bosom, a little bit more fleshiness in the torso and the frame there. She brings attention to the left portion of her chest. So there's either side. It looks like it could be in the breast or in the heart area. I can't really, or the lungs. Let me just see. Is it breast, lungs, or heart, Mommy? Lungs. Oh, something going on in the lungs in that area and left side of the chest. You understand, please?
Yes.
Okay. She says, it wasn't long before I was very ill. It was sudden the way it came on. The onset was sudden, but the hold on. The distinguishment of it took a while. What do you mean by that, Mom? Grandma? I mean, it took a while before I was able to leave Earth. So discovered suddenly, but took a while before she left Earth. So I guess what she's saying here is, not I guess, I know, is that, everything's going smoothly and all of a sudden she's diagnosed or something becomes evident. And that she does take a while though before she goes to spirit. It's not sudden in her passing, but it's sudden in the discovery of the illness. Do you understand that, please, Dee Dee?
In my mother's case, no.
Okay. Well, let me just see what she wants to refine what she said. It was sudden in my passing too, but not the way you think it is. What do you mean, Mom? I think she means this for Laura. Me. What do you mean, Mom? I died suddenly, but there was no diagnosis for a while. Okay, so what I'm getting here, just to be clear, if I can be clear, is that there's a little bit confusion in the way I'm interpreting her words, and it could mean a couple of different things. One could mean that it was a long time before it was diagnosed, and then the passing was sudden. I think that might be what she's trying to say. A long time before it was diagnosed, and then the transition was sudden. Does that make sense to you, honey?
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes the words get a little fumbled. Everything has to come through in the medium, and the medium can be the problem sometimes, because your mom is a very good communicator. I do feel that there's more than you in the family, that you have some other siblings to you. It looks like you have at least one brother, if not two. Is that correct, please?
Yes, I have two brothers.
Yeah, she's showing me the brothers. She says they're very well behaved as you are, and she says you might disagree with that.
Yeah, I do.
But she says a mother's love is pure, and there's no way that you could ever get around that with me. She says, but of course, you know what I mean by that. So she has a sense of humor, and that might have been something that you might have discussed with her from time to time. Who's the good child? Who's the bad child? So she's coming in and she speaks very clearly to you and very lovingly to you today. I'm going to go for a personal message, Dee Dee. Hold on. Let me see what she wants to say.
Okay.
Just take care of yourself, Dee Dee, the way I would if I could still be there with you. I do miss everyone very much in the day-to-day life we had together on Earth, but you all miss me more than I miss you, because I can come in to say hello from time to time. It looks like there's going to be, or it just happened. Sometimes it's a little it's around this time, but looks like there's a younger member, like a grandchild, that's going to be having a birthday. This way she came, having a birthday. Not, it's either it just happened or it's going to be coming up shortly. And she's going to. Do you understand that, honey?
Yes.
Okay, she'll be there for the birthday. Okay, so that's a way of her providing additional evidence that she knows about that, and that she will be hanging around that day in particular. She says you will be able to sense her quite a bit at your shoulder. And she shows me your right shoulder, but I don't know why she says left shoulder. I'll be at both of your shoulders. Okay. She'll be whispering in your ear from time to time, and she'll be a nuisance to you in the kitchen, similar to when she was on Earth, getting you off topic for the things you need to fix. Okay. So she'll be a nuisance to you in the kitchen the way she was on there. Like say you have a party, right? You're in the kitchen trying to get things together. She's there whispering in your ear. She would, when she was alive, probably threw you off balance sometimes. Mom, I know how to do this. Don't interfere with it.
Yeah.
So she's teasing you. Okay. All right, honey. And she loves you so much, darling.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Have a beautiful, blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go to Caroline or Carolyn. I'm not sure how the pronunciation is done. Is it Caroline or Carolyn?
It's Caroline.
Ah, well, I should know that because it's I-N-E, and that's the way Caroline is spelled. Okay, let's see who we've got here for you, Caroline. Okay, I do feel, I hear a mother. I hear mother. And of course, again, we can be a little liberal in our interpretation at the moment because it could be a grandma. Now, I see hair that's kind of tall and it's on the, how to explain this, as if she's had it coiffed. It's on the shorter side, but it's kind of like teased and sprayed and fuller around the head. I can't say if it really was teased or sprayed because all I can see, Caroline, is that it's full around the head, but on the shorter side, the hair. And takes care of herself. Let me see if she wants to give me more. I hope I'm not planting over your vision, Mom, or grandma, or whoever you are, mother figure, what I want to see. Because I kind of am seeing something here. It reminds me of some people I knew. Okay, I might as well give it to you. So I see the hair is coiffed up. She's got a nice wave to it on the side. Whoever does her hair does a nice, elegant look to it. I don't see bangs. It's more up, like with a wave to the side. It looks like it's white on the whiter side with some steel graded darker colors underneath. She has an oval type face, full lips, and a stronger nose, but not overpowering, just a little bit fleshier. And let me see the body. Okay, this is softness around the shoulders and the arms, like as if the muscle tone diminished. And the shoulders are she doesn't have real square shoulders. They're smoother down into the arm area. She's not overweight, but it looks like her body is not really muscular. But, as we get older, this happens to us, just normal part of getting on in years. Okay, now from the broad stroke of this, can you identify this as anyone you would know, Caroline?
My mom.
Okay, is she alive still, or is she in spirit? The way you said that.
She's in spirit.
Okay, well, she's here to say hello to you. Okay. All right, she's here to say hello to you. As odd as that may seem, she likes to wear, jewelry and things like that. She likes to dress up a little bit. I think she liked to play some kind of board game or something like that. She's actually saying the word mahjong. I don't know. Did she ever play anything like that, honey?
Mostly cards.
Okay.
That's all I remember.
No, that's fine. She could, when they go in my head and they give me this feeling of games or board games, whatever, card games, they may pick a word up that I will use, and so it's not mahjong, it's a card game. Okay, that's fine. Oh, she's making me a little dizzy. Hold on. Mom, is this anything you're trying to tell me? Yeah, okay. Hold on. You trying to tell me something about your health, Mommy? Yeah. Took my life by storm. An illness came in, and they were unable to treat it any longer. I lived with it for a while before I was not able to be handled by the doctors. I didn't die suddenly. It was over time. It was a slow transition to spirit. And she also says a beautiful one. Now, I'm not sure why she made me feel dizzy from the right side. It could be what I ate for lunch, Caroline. Who knows? I want to see if she'll tell me anything about that. What did it have anything to do with your head, Mom, or anything like that? It was unclear at times. Okay, so there's a problem in her cognitive abilities over time. Do you understand, please?
Yes.
Okay.
She had many issues. Yes.
Okay.
And she asked when she died, the moment she died, supposedly she couldn't breathe. She had asthma and heart problems. And I think she got up and knocked her head on the nightstand, and that was it. That's why the dizziness.
Oh, wow. Because it was as if somebody came in and knocked me on the right side of my head. And I just wanted to kind of, I'm sitting, I'm seated right now.
And there's also something, well, the head too. There's something.
Yeah, I think that she might have had diminished cognitive abilities towards the end as well. In other words, maybe a little dementia, or she may have had cardiovascular in the head or something. In other words, when you get the plaque in the brain, you get dementia, or you get dizzy, many TIAs, many strokes, or that kind of a thing. She says that's the reason why she lost her balance. She says, I was a messy thing at the end now, wasn't I, Caroline? She says, but you did a good job of taking care of me. Now, I don't think you were one-on-one with her, but you were around her, I think, at least, some part of this ability to be there for her, if you will. I don't think you're there day to day the way she's saying this. Does that make sense, honey? That you're helping her, but you're not there on a day-to-day basis nursing her, yes?
She lived in another country when she died.
Okay,
so she lived overseas.
Oh, okay, all right. So you're there for her, but not a day-to-day basis. Certainly, maybe morally, or maybe you spoke to her on the phone or things like that. She loves you very much. She's glad that you called her in today. I don't know if you did or didn't, but she's glad that she did get in today. Let's put you that way. She wants you to take better care of something in your own life right now. I'm going to see what that is, darling. Carol, take better care of your own health. You're not breathing well lately either. Do you also have some kind of breathing thing, that nasal thing or asthma thing going on there? Because she's drawing me to your breathing.
Yeah, in the morning, yes. Something new lately. I can't jog.
You can't jog because you can't breathe? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's just my breathing. It's like I could do a quarter mile. That's it. So I don't even try anymore. But I don't know if it's allergy thing.
Oh, okay. Well, Mom's saying take care of that. She says you will find a reason for that and be able to heal it or do whatever you need to do with it. She says the doctor you're going to now is right. So don't ignore him. Now, if you haven't gone to a doctor yet, whoever it is will be right. Sometimes this little timing is a little different for them, because they're in the all now. She says that will take better care of your health. She says, I don't want you to let go of all the beautiful work you've done on yourself, give up your jogging or what have you. She says, you'll do better than I did with your health in the long run. And she shows me, remember I said her body kind of over time, kind of the muscle tone and all, you're taking care of your body so you won't have those things happen to you. She loves you very much. And your father too. Now, is your father on Earth, or is he on Earth with you, honey?
No, he's no longer with us.
Okay. Oh, well, she loves your father too. I guess she means she's with your father. Okay, sweetie, I'm going to let you go. I want to thank you so much for calling in today, and want to let you know your mom's around.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate all the messages. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. God bless. Okay. All right, so we're going to go to some life questions. Oh, goody. We're going to go to Kim. And sometimes these people, your names move around on the switchboard because you didn't press a certain number when you called in, and then you don't know to press it because sometimes Blog Talk doesn't play those messages to let you know. So if I don't get somebody that I'm supposed to, please forgive me. But I'm going to Kim, who looks like she's been here quite a long time. Actually, I did speak to Kimberly. Kimberly.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great, love. What I'd like you to do, honey, is give me your question and not any background to go with it. Just the question.
Sure. My question is, will I be able to attend physician assistant school in the next 3 years?
No. I don't know why I'm getting a no, but I'm getting a no before you even ask the question, which doesn't mean it's it's correct. You're not going to be able to do this. Not right away. It's going to take a while, even longer than 3 years, if this is what you really want to do. And I feel you might not be able to. It looks like the monies are not supportive of you right now. And that's
Okay.
Huh?
No, I just said okay.
Yeah, you need to get a better handle on that before you'll, and part of it is, let me just see here what's going to happen with that, Kimberly. You need to take better control of your finances. Right now, they're kind of like runaway. You need to do that one step at a time, before you'll be able to take a loan out for that schooling, because it looks like that's the only way you'd be able to go. They are also saying to you, are you sure that you want to take a loan out like that? Again, to go into debt for education. So I have no idea, honey, what's going on in your life. This is coming in from spirit. Are you needing to take a loan to go? Because most people would, I guess, right?
Yeah, but there are other programs that will actually pay for the schooling in exchange for service. So that's the route I was looking at. So,
all right. Well, in other words, to go to physician's assistant school, or to do a different kind?
That's correct.
Hmm?
That is correct.
All right. So in exchange for service, you could possibly get into a program. So the monies are not going to be supportive of you right now, and that might mean you can't get into the other program. So I'm going to look at that. 1 second. Can she get in the program? Very limited spots. And they also say very limited approval board. In other words, the people that do the approving are very limited in the way they look at you. It's like black or white, this or that. Very, very selective and very cold about the process. If all the I's are not dotted, all the T's are not crossed, if everything's not in the highest caliber possible, those spots only go to those people. So it's a kind of difficult to get into those programs, as you would imagine. I'm sure they're very competitive, because it sounds like a very juicy thing to get. So what's the recommendation? Let's go to that, honey, what you should do. I also get that you're not going to, I know you probably do like schooling, but you're not going to like the whole thing at all. It's going to be really difficult for you. Not because you're not smart and you're not good at school, because you are, but it's just going to be so much work. Well, what else could she do? She wants to get ahead, spirit. Hold on, Kimberly. What could she do? She wants to get ahead. Okay, so the summary is you won't want to take a loan out, and that's the only way you're going to be able to do it, and it will tax you and make you exhausted. What they recommend is that you try to get better positions at what you're doing now. Eventually an opening and a spot will come for you, but not right away, and it will be in the line of work you want to do. So it looks like one of those spots will open for you, but probably not instantly, and that's what you really have to wait for. So will it come in 3 years? Let me see. Might be a little longer than that. Don't give up. And it'll also give you a chance to get all your finances better organized. Because for right now, this is the second time they told me your finances are sort of like all over the place. Do you have a son? Yeah. Do you have a son? Yeah, I feel him very clearly. I'm giving you these other pieces of evidence, let you know I'm on point for your energy. So it looks like hang in there is the basic message. Hang in there, because it's coming to you slowly over time. And meanwhile, it's allowing you to ramp up for it, because it's going to be difficult. Time-wise, everything, it's going to take a lot out of you. It'll get you out of debt a little bit, get your finances organized. Your son takes a lot of energy from you, so in a few more years, you'll be ready for that, because all those things will be better organized. Okay, sweetie? Okay. All right, honey.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, love. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to go to Ashley, who I spoke to earlier. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Hi, honey. Give me your question, honey. Hi.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. Give me your question.
Well, I would love to know about career and possibly relationship. Whatever's in my highest good to know and have clarity on right now. I'm in the middle of kind of the two, and whatever comes through, I'm very open.
All right. Well, the most important thing right now seems to be the emotional thing, the relationship thing. And they said that will get better over time. It feels like you're in one now, a relationship. Is that correct, please?
Well, no, I just broke off a lot.
You just broke one off? Okay. What was that, honey?
Not really, but I didn't just break it off. It's been a while, but it's still weaker. This is the father of my son, and there's that But the one that I think is most convincing, the one that isn't exactly present.
Okay. Well,
it's a relationship that, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the one that's going to get better over time. It's the one that you're currently connected to emotionally. Okay. That will get better over time. It takes a lot of healing. I don't know if it means you're going to get back together. Let me just see. They started to talk about this, your guides. Hold on. What do you mean, Spirit?
Mm-hmm.
She needs to get over the past before she can move into the future. The person that she is caring about. No, I don't feel he's going to come back. The one that's separated from you. I don't feel that's going to come back. What I feel is you have to go through some healing there. And I feel the trauma of that. You know, I can feel the trauma of that, serious trauma from that, because it was a real connection for you. So that's going to take a lot, right? It's going to take a lot of nursing of your soul, of yourself, before you'll be ready for something new. And in the end, you will be glad that you did not revisit this, that it did not revisit you, that he did not revisit. I don't know if he's going to, he may try, but there's going to be something that's going to block the two of you getting together again. So I'll just say it like that. And that you're going, that's the best for you, because that situation was not a good one to be in. It's a karmic relationship, and it would have pulled you down over time. It's better release that, because there will be somebody coming in new after that that will be happier for you, less conflict for you, less emotional and less drama. Kind of like a happy guy who has money, who's together, who's more matter of fact, more, I hate to say ordinary, but the first one, not the father of your child, but the guy that you're having this mourning and loss over, he reminds me of an artsy type, you know, the kind of guy that we really can get our hooks into, you know. But unfortunately, the end product of the hooks in them is the hooks come back to haunt you. So don't despair, honey. There's another guy coming in, but you still need to heal some. Okay? I know it's hard, because the guy that you like reminds me of poetry. You know, he's just that stab wound in the heart, and certainly a person, right? One that you could love very much. Now, we all have those great loves, but he's not the only love. And now let me just see something. So there's the new guy. He's kind of ordinary, but he's also extraordinary. He's both things, but he's in a different kind of energy than the one you're having the heart bleed over. The new guy will not be as dramatic. There won't be as much drama. But so until you learn to appreciate less drama and more here and now, more I'm here for you today, baby, and I'm supportive of you, until you get over the loss of the other one, the new guy can't come in. But I can assure you, from the feelings I get about the new guy, you will be quite delighted with him, because a life without drama is a good life to live. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, honey?
So release him. I don't know why he came in, and I feel like it's because of the music, and I'm working on right now. So I just it's kind of shocked to hear that it's not going to work.
I know, because I can feel his energy, but that's what I'm getting, so I do have to honor that. Now, I want you to understand that this is the energy of the moment. This is right. So that means it could change. But in all ways, what I get is this was a karmic relationship. You were supposed to have it to learn about yourself, to learn about loving yourself, to put yourself first, and not let other people interfere with that. Because this person is an artist type, which usually means that he's into his own thoughts. He's into what he feels is, he's self-directed. Is a nice way to put it, right? And there are other ways to put it which are not as flattering. But when a person is self-directed, it's one of the most painful relationships to be in. You need a person, right? You need a person who's other-directed, who's directed towards you, and you direct towards him. And to be honest, that's your true nature. And when you find, and that person is waiting for you, when you find him. He's going to come in. You don't have to do anything to find him. He'll just be there. But you have to let go of the first one. I'll tell you how to do that in a second. But when you let go of the first, when you're able to overcome and release that, you will find this new kind of being with a man will be so refreshing and just what you wanted, but you didn't know you wanted because you have the dark shadow of Mr. Wonderful in front of you right now. Okay, so how do you release How do you release the past? Not easy. One of the things I've been using lately in my own life and was channeled on one of the shows here, well, a couple of things. One is this whole idea of affirming and using your third eye. It's called a third eye attraction meditation. And when I use the affirmation, I am love, love has, it's an acronym. It also stands for just representing love. L meaning I let go of the past. O meaning I open to something new. V meaning vibrationally aligned with me. And E meaning embrace and engage the love. So in other words, when I say I am love, it means all of that. I've had sort of miraculous results with that. And what I do is I inhale the phrase I am love to my third eye. And you can play this back, Ashley, in the future. I'm doing this in detail so everyone can hear it. You inhale it into your third eye. I am love. And then on exhale, you send it from your third eye out into universal mind. You might envision a huge eye off in the distance, like a nebula in outer space or something. You send it out, I am love. And you do it 3 times. The other thing that I do is I create a garden. My garden represents my life. It's a virtual garden. And in my garden, there's a plant that stands for love. Mine is a rose bush. Now, roses are the plant that stands for love, but if that doesn't resonate for you, find a plant that does resonate for love. And look at your plant, if you want right now, Ashley, I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment and look in your virtual garden and ask yourself, what plant is there that stands for love? See if there's a plant there that stands for love.
I believe it's
You believe it's
a bird.
It's a bird?
It's a rose.
A rose. Okay, good. So there's a bush there. There's a rose bush that goes with the rose. So I'd like you to look at your bush and see what it looks like, what your rose bush looks like. Tell me what is going on. There could be some things wrong with your rose bush. Your subconscious will tell you. Just for a moment, close your eyes and look at it.
It's wilted.
There you go. So now this is a funny thing, the way this works. You now have access to any kind of magic water, magic plant food, magic anything to fix your rose bush, okay? So I want you to imagine, you can close your eyes if you'd like, that you go over your rose bush and you do what you need to do to fix your rose bush. I'm going to go in there with you and I'm going to work on your rose bush for a moment, just a minute or two. We're on a radio show, so we can't do it for too long. One moment, I'm going to go to your rose bush. You do the same. Okay. I don't want you to answer me, honey, because we don't have time, but I will tell you that I got a message that you're very starved for love, and that's why the rose bush is parched for water. So when we water it, it will blossom and bloom. I put some plant food in my water, and I watered it up for you. I looked at the roots of the rose bush, and I learned that you don't have any developmental issues. You're not like, you weren't beaten up growing up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that. No, you don't have any of that in the way. See how this your garden is magical because you can communicate with your own subconscious in your garden and you can heal whatever the blocks are. So what it is you're just starved for love right now. Okay, so go into your garden, you do your gardening, and then later on you'll go back to your garden, you'll look at it, you'll see if there's anything else that needs to be done. You might notice your rose bush is thriving the same day, and then everything changes. Your whole life changes. So those 2 tools together can help you start releasing the past and move to the future. Okay, now what may happen is, and I'm doing this for everyone because anything you have in your life, you can do what I just did. You may find that in your rose bush, a man may show up. Okay, don't force it. This is like as if you're watching a movie. Believe it or not, you're talking to yourself, and you may find that then you get married. You don't know. I mean, in my rose bush, one day my rose bush was rotting and dying, and I fixed it. I did my gardening. Then a couple hours later, I checked my rose bush. It was like wild, and I was getting married. And then what happened? And there was a man there. And then what happened is everything shifted in my life accordingly. The reason this works is because you're talking to your own subconscious. You're also setting intention. And you're doing it in a very natural metaphor, which is easy for us to use as humans. So there you are, 2 tools, honey, and that the I am love is going to be really effective. You're going to find that whatever situation you're in now will be released painlessly. I'm going to let you go because I need to get to some other callers. Okay, honey? Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. Thank you. Bye-bye, honey. Bye. Okay, I'm just going to see if there's any other side connections. No. Okay, I'm going to go to the next person waiting for a life reading, which looks like it's Laurel. Hello, Laurel. Hi, honey. Now just give me your question. Don't give me background.
Okay. I'm wondering if I will find a new job or if I'll get ahead financially soon.
Yes, you will. There's no blocks to you. They're telling me that you're pretty good with money, actually, and it's funny. Your question would lead me to believe you're not, but they're saying no. You have a lot more going for you than you realize, and you're coming in today to the show. It's their responsibility, your divine beings, your guides, your angels, whatever you want to call them, to let you know that you are much more competent, magical, and mystical than you realize you are when it comes to money. So don't doubt yourself. You have everything going for you, including the opportunities at hand. As I say those words, they tell me, your guides, that the problem hasn't been money, but even though you asked that question, will I get ahead financially? But doing it in a way that you love to do. In other words, you can make money. But doing it in a way you love to do or that you enjoy doing has been the caveat. Can you relate to that, please, Laurel?
Yes.
Okay. So really, if I'm going to rephrase your question just a bit. Will I get ahead financially doing what I love to do? Because right now, every day at my work is not very rewarding for me. And of course, that always is an aspect of abundance, right? If we're not enjoying our work, no matter how much we get paid for it, it's not a prosperous experience. Let me just drill down on that for a moment, Laurel. Hold on, honey. What about Laurel and her work? You're a very competent person. They don't want you to forget that. There will be a time where you will be relieved from the topical work you're doing that's more, your day job or trading time for money job, to the more interesting work that you really want to do. That's waiting for you on the sidelines. It looks like you're starting it now. And that if you're not, you need to start it now to ramp it up so that you can easily transition from one to the other. You've given the other long enough. Time is due now for you to transition. And then it's there for you, your next line of work. It looks like you've been doing something, your day job or your bread and butter job, for many years. And if you haven't literally been doing it for many years, let's just say you're vested now. So it is time to transition, and it will fall away very easily. But the only thing is believing in yourself. You need to add that in. And you need to add in the plan of doing it gracefully over time. It cannot be done harshly from black to white. If you try to do it that way, you will be fearful again and you will stop yourself. That is the key, my dear, to success with this. We hope that this makes sense. Namaste. Okay, sweetie, I hope that makes sense to you.
It does somewhat, but I really don't know where to go or what my next step would be to transition.
They're saying to start doing the work now on the side.
Okay.
Okay, start a little bit at a time. What you're going to do as you do that is you're going to see what needs to be tweaked, because there are things in the business model of what you really want to do that will have to be changed or tweaked a little bit. Another reason for you to be nervous, because intuitively you kind of know that. Nothing's set up yet, right? So you need to start one day at a time, little bit at a time, and what you're going to do is work out the kinks and start to get the new thing working for you in a way that is balanced, and then you'll feel confident to leave what you're doing now. That's what you're missing. You're missing the actual business model and missing the actual sampling of success with the new work. So the way out of that, the solution, is to start now in a small scale and build it up over time. Okay, Laurel?
Yep. I don't know what it is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. What I would really want to do.
Oh, okay.
How
Let me look at
discover
that.
within myself.
Okay, let me see something. Well, first of all, it feels more you, whatever it is, more, and I guess that's what you're longing for, is that I have work that really fits me more. Give me the first letter of your last name, please, Laurel.
G.
Okay,
Like
Laurel.
grape.
Yeah, sure. Laurel G, Laurel G, Laurel G. Oh, really, Spirit? They say healing and helping.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. Healing and helping others. You know, you want to feel like you're making a difference. Healing and helping others. Now, there's so many ways to do that. So let me see if they'll give me. It looks to me like communicating on a grand scale and a small scale. So I wouldn't see you as an energy healer as much as perhaps a coach, something like that. And you can start that small. You know, write a book. They're also showing me you'll be writing a book. You'll be working with clients. You have to pick a specialization, and there's going to be something there for you. Hold on. What is the specialization for Laurel? Oh, well, this makes sense. Getting in touch with who you really are. Because that's been your your Achilles heel, or your caveat most of your lifetime, is falling into work you didn't really want to do, but it was there for you, doing what needed to be done, but always living on the surface. Now, you may say to yourself, well, how the heck am I going to do that if I don't even know who I am? You have to take some courses, some classes, explore these subjects. You can be a life purpose coach over time. So what I want you to do is to look into life purpose courses, training, things like that. I actually have one as well, but that's what you're supposed to be doing, is helping people find their life purpose, because that's been one of your most everybody's life work has to do with the thing they found most difficult. That's the model I'm working from, because that's the model was channeled to me. And so you'll know that so well when you get it all, because it's been your problem your lifetime. It is your power, and it's the thing you're going to be particularly good at doing. You are a communicator by trade and by skill set and by talent, is what they tell me. But you also like to be a healer and a helper, because you don't get that from your work. Okay, you may be able to speak to people, but you're not getting the underlying thing. So what they want you to do is to learn to take some courses on personal development for now. That's how you start. Make sense?
Complete sense. Thank you so much.
You
I really appreciate all your help.
Sure, my pleasure, honey. God bless, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Okay, so we have a few minutes left. Let's see who's waiting here. And people who call in and then are not there to be cleared, like we have a couple of people who didn't answer when we went to clear your line. Well, we don't pull you into the show because we don't know what you're here for. So try to stay near the line until you're cleared. Well, it's near the end of the show now. Oh, before I take one last call, I might as well make my little announcements again. That if you would like a private session with me, just go to spiritmediumtv.com. And item number 1 on that page allows you to book a sale private . free session with me, go to spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can join our mailing list, and you will then be in to win a session with me, a private session. It's a monthly contest, so if you join today, you're in for June, and only competing with those that joined in June and not my entire mailing list, which makes it easier for you to win. Okay, I'm going to go to Erica. And Erica, if you've been listening, I would like just your question, honey, not a lot of background, please.
Yeah, I would like to know how you see my first quarter at the university going. It's almost over, like next week. And I submitted an essay today about police brutality. And I'm taking 3 courses. So I graduated college like in March.
Okay.
So
Whoo. Not a lot of background. Just want your question, which is, how will the last quarter go? You gave me enough, honey. It's better if you don't say, and everybody listening, if you are listening, it's better not to tell me, because I'm not using, I go straight to spirit, and that's where the answers come from. So I don't want to be influenced. If I'm influenced, then your answer is skewed thusly. Okay. How will the first quarter of school go for Erica? Will she do well? Yes or no? Yeah, you're going to do pretty well. You're asking the question because there's been a few things. There's a problem there that you're kind of worried about. Let me just see if I could figure out what it is. Hold on. It's for Erica. Well, don't tell me anything, honey. Don't tell me anything, love. There's something there in not applying yourself or being distracted or something like that that's hanging over your head. But the bottom line here is you will do well, but not as well as you were hoping. Like, you're not going to get aces, okay? You're not going to get all 100% or straight A's. You're going to do really well, though, considering what you lacked or didn't apply or didn't do during the semester. There's some kind of interference there which held you back from fully applying your brilliant mind. And let me just see. I'm going to get more information. Please don't tell me anything, honey. I need to get it from Spirit for evidence. You weren't around sometimes. I feel you were either out of the classroom or not able to be there. And that there was a distraction that took you out of school as much as you would have liked to have been, and also not applying yourself as much as you would. So I can't get anything more than that other than you were just distracted. But you will do pretty well considering all things there, and it certainly won't be a problem for you in the long run, because next semester there will be no distractions. You'll be able to apply yourself fully. Now, from what you know about the situation, does that make sense to you, Erica?
Yeah, it's all about organization. Sometimes, kind of lack it.
Yeah, you're cute. Okay, but you're going to do really well considering, and you're gonna be very proud of your results. But next semester, probably you'll be more organized, and you'll be able to apply yourself better. And then you're going to start getting the A's that you deserve. Okay, because you will get A's. Yeah, because you're a very, 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 very intelligent. Okay? All right, sweetie.
Yeah, and I also wanted to tell you that Julian did come back. So you were, just wanted to validate that.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I didn't
remember you had done that?
I don't remember, but I appreciate the feedback. I'm glad to know. It's hard, when you make a prediction, I always qualify it, of course, and I always let everybody know that, it always has to do with free will doesn't interfere, but energy of the moment is blah, 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 blah. So I'm glad to hear that he came back. I hope you're happy that he came back. And now you'll be able to settle. Now you'll be able to settle down to your studies more, right?
Well, he got mad at me like 2 weeks ago, but whatever. I'm sure he'll come back again.
Oh, you're so funny. All right, sweetie. I'm going to let you go, darling. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Bye, love. Oh, that was nice. Okay, everybody, I'm going to let you all go. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And remember that you actually can create your life. You're not little victims, okay? So use that meditation and stuff I gave you earlier. I also work with clients on manifesting, and I do the manifesting for you as well. So if you have any need like that, just go to spiritmediumtv.com. Item number 1 on that page, you can book you a private session with me, one-on-one, or a private session for me to do it for you. I can do those meditations for you. I can do them with you. I can do them alone. Namaste. Have a great day. And I look forward to doing this again with you on Monday. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.